Naruto 579. Okay, well, it's a good chapter, but it's a big setup chapter about Kabuto and basically what kind of powers he has, and that's basically what it is. So, but there's some action in it. In the anime version, this will be a little more interesting because if there's just flat out a lot of action with it, there's a lot of new abilities shown or not. But it shows that okay, the team that uh, Sasuke created, he's showing Kabuto saying, well, from Suigetsu, I got the ability, the whole thing, transfer into water, and then from water back to, my actual ability. So he said that, and then from Karen, he has the ability to, heal much faster, at a much faster rate. Well, see, another point I want to go ahead and make is I guess every week I'm going to be saying this since our favorite site doesn't carry Naruto anymore, and a lot of other stuff. But anyway, the translations are horrible. You've read it, you know it, I know it. And as a matter of fact, if you haven't read it, please go read it. Spoilers, we're going to discuss it. Please read, come back. So anyhow, big setup chapter. It's not bad. It is interesting. There's definitely a lot of motion, a lot of action going on. And a lot of, like I say, this is setup chapter about Kabuto. And the end is actually pretty interesting. Well, we'll go ahead and work our way there. But anyway, so Kabuto's basically describing his new abilities, and he is now basically saying that he is a snake sage, which evidently even Orochimaru wasn't, according to what he's saying right now. Also, another thing, this is a pretty big deal. Pretty much, I thought that basically, and I don't think I was alone in this, that basically this was mainly Orochimaru and Kabuto is just kind of hiding behind Kabuto, and then he's just going to pop out. And it may still happen, but this is looking a lot more like this is really Kabuto coming into his own, it seems. That's the way it seems. Now, things may, of course, change. Anything can happen. But definitely seems like Kabuto is an actual force. Now, Kabuto is one of the, I would say he's one of the characters that is not really popular by anybody. I mean, there's a lot, of course, there's the main popular characters, then you can go through different levels or what have you, but, definitely he's not somebody that's really, a popular character, but then there's never been reason to be, he's just one of the characters who never really was much of a character, however you want to put it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the point here. So anyway, and it does kind of, my only really complaint about this, besides the the whole thing about some of the language in the translations is, and this one, I don't know, every week it seems like well, I don't want to get too negative on it, but every week it does. I'm tempted to say it gets worse, but I guess it's not. It's just going to be bad every week. I guess it's just the way it is. But what do you want, right? That is the way it is. And and then Kabuto, the perpetual ability has also been upgraded, and he's real big on anything that's the force of nature stuff. That's a real big thing. So he's going to be this big, souped up guy. And then at the very end, let's go ahead and get to the deal. This isn't going to be a very long deal. And he is Super Snake. No, he corrects them. I am a dragon now. He is not Super Snake. Oh, I like that. I did like the whole, I don't know if how well this was translated, but the whole idea of, Sasuke being the snake expert, right? The whole thing. And his new nickname is now Dr. Snakes. Maybe I'm easily entertained. I thought that was pretty funny. And I like that that he keeps calling Sasuke Dr. Snakes. Like I said, I thought it was pretty funny. Anyway, so Kabuto, most evil sage mode. He's a dragon. What he can do the thing where he turns into water. He can do. He's got super healing. He's got all these super things, and he's in dragon. He's in snake dragon sage mode. So that's where we leave off. It was a good chapter. It's a big setup chapter. My only real complaint as far as the actual creation of it is I feel that we could have gotten there, twice as fast. If you know what I mean. I think that we could have had the setup could have been way faster in this. But hey, whatever. It is a chapter, and that's what it was. So anyway, that's really going to be pretty much it for me. There's not a whole lot. It's worth reading. I've gone over it again. It is, and like I say, it's it's a good chapter. It's a good setup chapter, and I'm really looking forward to next week, which we should see. And I'm pretty sure it's going to stay on this for next week. That'd be my prediction. We're definitely going to stay here. We're not going to go to any of the other two major battlefields, and we're going to see what Kabuto can do. And but the thing is Itachi said right in the beginning, and he seemed pretty confident. He said, "I know how to shut this down." Okay, so evidently this is going to play out, and Itachi's going to shut it down. And then, of course, the question is how much information is Itachi actually going to give Sasuke before that happens? And then, that's anyway, we're going to find out. Like I said, there's really not much more. If you see anything, if you please add it to comments or what have you. But anyway, that's it for this week. I really appreciate my subscribers. This is for fun. I'm just a fan doing this. I'm not a professional reviewer, as you can tell. So it's just for fun. One Naruto fan, to the rest. Give it a thumbs up. That would be cool if you want to. Also, subscribe if you want to. You can always subscribe, unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. And until next week, take care.